This morning I kept having this dream that a squirrel was biting me on the finger, and it it would shoot away, but it would keep on coming back, just like a really obnoxious pestering squirrel. And I was like, man, I better get up and get this squirrel out of the damn house before it bites my finger off. So I wake up. That's how I woke up. And it turns out my finger did have it like it was bleeding. It was bleeding all over the floor. And I was like, what the fuck? So it turns out I was out all night poking Whitey, playing pool all night long, just all nighter. Got home like 7 o'clock this morning, and it's from breaking. Look, I'll show it to you. I hope that wind doesn't get in the microphone. Here, check this out. Yeah, it's from breaking. And it was winter break, so I was breaking a lot. I was playing really good. Having almost too much fun. Seeing all my old friends and stuff. That was a good night. Poking some serious whitey. Anyway, there's no squirrel. You'll be happy to know that I didn't have to go to the hospital. And there's no squirrel in the house. And I don't have rabies. I'm going out again tonight and playing some pool again tonight. That's what I do. I have a little bit of a funky angle here. It's not exactly straight in. The issue is there's no real safe way to shoot this one while getting on any other pocket on the 2-ball other than this one down here, the top right hand corner. Because we have to get back up on this 3, and not only that, we have to get on the right angle on the 3 to get back up on this 4-ball. So we're just driving the cue ball to the rail here, and we should be in line to shoot this 2-ball down here and just roll up on the 3-ball. I'm a little bit left of the 2-ball, so if I put top on this, it should roll down to that top rail. For a nice position on the 3, but remember, we need an angle on the 3 to get back on this 4-ball. Normally, the way to play this is to just drive the cue ball to the rail and put a little bit of right hand top on it and come out for that angle on the 4-ball. But we can't because obviously the 8 is in the way. But we do have enough of an angle to hit a stun draw shot and force the cue ball to center table, which should be good to get from the 4 to the 5 to the 6. This is center bottom here. One of the ways you can tell I'm in stroke is when I have that chalk in my bridge hand as I'm shooting. I'll get more into that later. At the end of this clip, we'll zoom in on that chalk. On this cue ball, you're just putting, again, once again, center bottom. And you're stroking it, but you're not hitting it hard. The agenda is to just pull out. You have a little bit of an angle here. A little bit of a left-hand angle. I'm on the right side of the 4-ball. So we're just pulling out for straight-in shot on the 5. And from there, you can see the pattern. If we get straight in on the 5, we can roll up on the 6, and the 7 is sitting right there in front of the corner pocket. So let's go ahead and zoom in on that chalk. And once again, I'll get into this issue later. But this is a telltale sign that I'm feeling good and I'm playing good. This center ball here, you're just rolling up an inch on the 6, but we want to stay close to that long rail, that right-hand side rail, because of how I want to shoot the 7 to get on this 8. And you'll see when I'm on the 8, it comes down to, I have a little bit of a different style, and it's probably not a style I would recommend to most players. It would just depend on who you are and how you play. But you'll see what I'm talking about when we get on the 8. For now, I just want to roll up just a little bit on the 6 to stay on this long round. Alright, how I shoot this is determined by exactly where I want to be on that 8 ball, and that's going to be determined by where I get on the 7 ball. So I want to hit this rail and bounce out just a little bit further out from this rail than I am now, maybe an inch further, not quite to this first diamond, because I need that angle to get back on this 8 ball. I'm putting a little bit of bottom on it, but I'm not going to stroke the hell out of it. And you can see where I put my hand on the butt of this cue, and that keeps me from overstroking it. I'm not trying to go all the way back down table. I'm just trying to get a foot off this side long rail here. I'm putting in just a little bit of left and some top on this to come back and get straight in on this 8 ball. Most good players would not play to get straight in on this 8. They'd want an angle to either come about a diamond and a half off into toward the center of the table to use this rail and bounce back off this 9, or they'd get real close and tight to this long rail here on the left hand side and use this top short rail to get back down on the 9. When we get to the 8, I will show you exactly why I played it the way I played it, and it really just comes down to my style of play, and I like to really hit the balls a little bit harder than I should, just to let out any pent up energy or any nervousness that I'm feeling. People see these things and they think I screwed up because I don't have the angle to get back on the 9, but I actually do. I can draw this and bend it to this side rail, and you always want to aim to this side rail because the cue ball is traveling back up table, so when it bounces off this rail, it has no direction to go but this bottom rail, which also acts as insurance to slow the cue ball down, and they're shooting to get straight in on a 9. And I'm not saying their strategies are wrong, but if you get tight to this rail and try to go toward this rail off this top rail and the side rail, you're bringing that side pocket scratch into the equation, and now you have two pockets to worry about scratching in. I can bend this cue ball with bottom left right toward that side rail, that long rail, without worrying about scratching in the side. And the only real factor I have is is just overstroking it and scratching in the corner. But I'm pretty certain I can aim right to here. And people see that and they're like, how do you do this? And it's just a matter of practice. Just bottom left. And the cue ball will want to go further up table, but it'll catch up and go right to this side rail. So that's why I'm doing this. And people say I'm just showboating. And there might be a little bit of that in me. But I really just want to let my stroke out. And this way, when I'm shooting at the 9, there's no pent-up nervousness or just tight energy. And this way I can relax a little bit more and just do what I do on the 9 ball and win this game. And here it looks like I'm putting a whole lot of bottom on this, but I'm not stroking this ball hard enough for it to do much more than just stop. It just allows me to aim for center ball on that 9 ball. So there we have it. I'm going to replay that whole run out with no commentary, no cuts, no interruptions. And I'm also going to let it roll to the rack I played right after I played that one. The other day somebody asked if I ever put my misses on YouTube, and yes, occasionally I do if there's something to learn from it. So you can see I run a 2-pack -1 ball, and see if you can pick out or figure out what I did wrong on that second rack. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's just replay the whole thing and quit yakking.